Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another edition of Torchfork Tuesday, the show with boozing, rollicking, and merriment, and these other people as well. I am your host, Jonathan Crane. With me tonight is the usual bunch of crazies that are not very usual. Starting off in whatever direction they may be in, you just got done watching her playing probably one of the better Game Boy games with Legend of Zelda involved. Way better than Link's Awakening, I think. But Caitlin! And she just got done eating a very disgusting sounding sandwich. So
it was delicious. Do
I
not
don't
knock
think
my
so.
sandwich. It was ham, Miracle Whip, and onions.
Jesus
Like I
Christ.
said,
whole grain
everything I despise on a sandwich.
I'm not even close
Oh,
to
you
drunk,
love
and that
it.
still sounds disgusting.
It's
Jeez.
amazing. Like you get the burn of the onions all up in your mouth, and then there's a little bit
Why
of
would you want to put it in your
sweetness and
mouth?
some tang. And
Why would you want to do... Wait, you put
how
tang
do you
in there
not
too?
love onions? Yeah, Miracle Whip. Have you ever
still
had
make
Miracle
tang?
Whip?
That,
It's
like-
like
Yeah,
sour.
they make tang.
No, I mean it's tangy. I mean like Miracle Whip is
Oh.
tangy, and it goes with the onions and the ham, and you got the sweet tangy, and then the pow from the onion.
I thought you were making like a tang witch, like Al Bundy back on Married with Children. Just throw the tang on the bread, just
Some
you know.
spam.
Yeah.
No. They primarily made bread witches.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I could go for some tang.
What's a
You
bread
could,
wedge? 3
but-
slices of bread?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But maybe we should do that for the Wednesday movie thing, which does not get broadcast on Twitch, and this is just for us, so screw you. Next up on the list, we're gonna roll to the only person, maybe one of 6 people that actually care about the Nintendo Switch. That would be FNAF. One of 6. Don't worry, I'll get to you.
I'm 6 of 9.
That's fair. Well, the 7 of 9 to your 6 of 9. FNAF,
Yeah.
he occasionally does crap, and it's always Nintendo related, hence the name.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
And
Yeah,
he
pretty much.
froze, which is great.
No, I'm good.
Oh, that was awesome. And you just recently got done showcasing your crazy setup that you're bragging about.
Yeah,
You
I
wanna
have
humble brag a little more, you jackass?
maybe.
Go ahead.
I just got a somewhat large TV, and I'm kind of happy about it. I have basically all my Nintendos, all my PlayStations, all my Xboxes all hooked up, and it's pretty
Biggest.
slick. So I've even got my computer hooked up to it, so I can not watch any Netflix on it because my TV does that already. Why do I have a
Oh
computer?
no. Do not use the smart
the
TV
browser.
functions to watch Netflix.
Why not? It's like great 4K.
It's terrible. Just saying.
Yeah.
If your computer can do 4K, you can get a better experience out of the computer running through it.
Well, my computer still runs Windows XP, so I highly doubt it does.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Christ.
What is
Uh,
wrong with you, sir?
It works. It works.
Wait,
That's all I need.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
technically Windows 98 still works.
95 is the
I
best
should
one.
downgrade.
To
Yeah,
be
it should
fair,
be 98.
again, FNAF is still back in the 80s when Nintendo was king, so there's that. Next
Wait,
up on the
Nintendo's
list,
not king?
no. Next up on the list,
I have to
I'm
write
just
my
gonna
senator.
I'm just gonna say 3 words to you: Super Mario Run. Moving on. Next up, the guy that is called Eli for some inexplicable reason, but we're gonna keep doing
No.
it anyway. No, I don't mean you, Dreamy. I mean that guy right up there. We call him Eli because no one really cares to say his name correctly other than him. What are you drinking tonight? Not Eli.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting off with the purple hooter, which is almost done. After that, I'm going to the vodka, the sweet tea vodka, because I love that shit.
Good stuff.
But no, FNAF. One of the things though, those smart TVs, they are actually starting to do more like viruses and rootkits and shit for those,
Yes.
and
I'm aware.
it will completely brick your TV. where you
I
can't even
love
use it if you get
those.
those.
Yep.
The
it'll work.
FBI
TV?
warning on the screen is great. In 4K resolution, the giant FBI child porn warning, beautiful, wonderful.
Yeah, I won't be doing any kind of internet surfing on my TV. I have a my Windows XP for it.
Yeah, and that's super secure to be browsing the web.
Yeah,
Nice and-
absolutely. It did keep saying that,
That attack table hasn't grown at all.
yeah,
No.
it's like Chrome needs
Fine.
updates.
You can use your Sega Dreamcast to browse too.
Yeah. You know what? You'd probably be safer doing the Dreamcast browser.
Probably, honestly.
Or I can always just boot up the Wii and go through Opera.
Why would you boot your Wii?
Why would you use Opera?
Caitlin, what were you doing strangling yourself with your hair, though?
I was thinking that my hair's long enough that I could hang myself with it, and I want to see what it'd look like if I did.
I'm
Those
always
are
glad
safe
that
thoughts to have.
Caitlin always has the most wonderful, loving, cherishable thoughts.
I do. I should be cherished and awarded for my creativity.
Yeah.
Just today, I was telling Gary that I think the greatest superpower for his Mutants and Masterminds campaign that he's never going to run will be the person who can make booze out of her tits. And it seems useless, but she's bottling that shit and lying about it.
That is not useless. That is a hope that we all have.
Exactly. I told him you should put her in as a supervillain.
The real question is that, for a superhero thing, that's something where you're, taking people and expecting them to either fight crime or do crime.
Yeah, but you have to have
exactly would she
NPCs
be
to populate
playing
the
in
world.
relation to crime?
Well, if you get them drunk enough.
She is using the profits from her booze
Profits?
mogul ship to basically fund supervillain activity.
So she's Donald Trump with booze tits?
Yes.
We're
They're
going to
called
get...
boozes.
Her
Donald
supervillain
Booze
name is
Tits.
Booze Tits McGee. I just decided that.
Ah.
Why are we not making a game out of this? Why are we not selling this? Why are we not optioning
Come on,
this?
how wouldn't you like a supervillain from the shadows with a dark secret like that their bodily fluids just, when they leave their body, it's just liquor?
I would read that comic. I really would.
But they would
I
have
write
too
that
many
comic.
friends to be a supervillain. Everyone would love them.
That's true. Maybe they're just, but like generally in Mutants and Masterminds, somebody is considered a supervillain if they have run-ins with the law, and selling moonshine is illegal.
Wait a second.
So this is around prohibition?
Moonshine. You might be able to call it boob shine, but not
we,
moonshine.
we need to verify something though.
Brand name
She would
moonshine.
have to be mood based, which means when she's in a better mood, the better the alcohol. Nasty mood, like
That's a great
lost.
idea.
There you go.
Huh.
It'd be PBR every time she's sad.
No. When she's in a bad mood, it has methanol instead of ethanol. You go blind and die from drinking it.
Oh my gosh, that sounds.
But
like
as
a
long as you had a
lawsuit.
good time, that's all that matters.
And finally, the reason why we never have a good time. Dreamy Warrior. He is the reigning champion of all things Melee, apparently, as he is.
Oh my god. Sad
So-
news. I only have this much sweet tea vodka left.
Oh, that's fucking sad.
Ah,
Oh,
I'm so
I'll have to
sorry
buy
for
more.
you.
my heart goes out to you. But finally, Dreamy Warrior, the guy that kills himself all the time and apparently kills everybody in Melee. Yeah, so there you go. That's the guy. Okay, now that that's over and done with, let's be miserable. Can we be miserable? Yeah. So the whole point of this show is to go through a bunch of trailers from Steam Greenlight, from the PlayStation Network, from the Xbox Live Store, and all of 3 in real player format trailers that the Nintendo eShop has weekly. And we basically look at them and we either say, yeah, we like this, or no, we don't like this, or do I have enough alcohol? And in many cases, we curate the worst of the worst and the best of the worst, which still happens to be the worst. So we're going to get right to it.
Next week.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I'll get you next time, Hackman.
Oh,
Ah.
Like I say, Star Fox.
no. Anyway, the first game on the list, if you could cue up that trailer, please. It is being released on the 16th
Drum roll.
of this month. Nah, don't bother. It is another horror game. It's called iRec, or iRecord, or
You wreck.
you wreck, we wreck, she wreck, they wreck. It
We
is
all
not an
wreck.
Apple
Wreck.
device. We do
Labori.
wreck. It is.
Labory?
It is
Labor?
more of this. It is more. It is.
Wait, didn't we see this last week?
No, we didn't.
Finds.
But you could be forgiven for thinking that we did, because we see one of these every 10 seconds.
Something.
Oh, the last one was in a hospital.
Oh wait, that was the quickest trailer ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Man, this
Ooh,
is
yeah,
something that somebody built with Unity Store assets.
not. Oh look, I record. I get it.
Yeah, I wish I didn't get it.
as in, it's like you're playing a game on an iPhone.
I guess.
That's
Maybe
what
that's
the lowercase I is for.
Wow.
It's some shit.
I suppose. I
You
I
know,
wish we had something better.
I guess I don't want to knock it too hard. I was just having a little fun being a dick about it. But while the graphics,
If they didn't want us to be a dick, they wouldn't release it like this. I'm just saying.
well, I don't know. It might be the person's first game that they ever tried to release to anybody. I have no idea. And for me, it's like I could see it maybe being okay if it's like $1.
Yeah, we have no idea because there's no price actually listed. There is a demo, however, if you go to the Steam page.
Is the demo free?
The demo is still
Demos
sort
are
of
always free.
Not always. Sometimes we call them betas.
No.
Early access.
That's where you pre-order a game and you get into the beta for the game, but you still get the full game after that. You're not paying for the beta.
This is true. This is true. And someone's asking if it supports Windows XP 32-bit.
Really?
This is important for FNAF.
We found
Definitely.
FNAF. We found his message on the Steam page.
Yay.
Yeah. So, because I always like to poke through the community page because I hate my life. Of course, the only questions are from people asking for free keys for streaming, and asking for a contact email to ask for keys for streaming. So, legitimately, this is all. Nobody gives a damn about this. Apparently.
This is something that no one wants to pay for.
Yeah.
But people still want to see if maybe there is a redeeming quality to it.
I tend to think that they assume that they can make their YouTube golds by just streaming it and reacting and screaming like the PewDiePie, of course. But
There's nothing here to scream from, though.
That
We'll judge
wallpaper
the
is
trailer.
hideous.
right?
True, this would be a designer's
Okay,
night.
but in real life, people do have hideous wallpapers, so that's not like unrealistic or anything. Although when you look at the barren walls and you can see the repeating texture with the holes in the wall in a grid pattern, that's a little fucking lazy.
Maybe they were just really, really specific about doing
Yeah.
damage to their wall.
FNAF, are you actually going to read us some scary stories?
Maybe later.
You better when you keep fucking flashing that flashlight like that.
Okay, I'll do it later. But this isn't scary. There's like, I'm just expecting.
It'll be
Nothing.
like the story where like they made pancakes and there was no maple syrup left in the container.
Oh no!
I have the complete collection of scary stories to tell in the dark.
with the original, illustrations.
With original artwork.
That's the good stuff.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna post the
With the
heavy
closet of
requirements
chilies
for
work?
this game.
is it dark enough?
It could. You need a whopping 2 gig of RAM. You need at least 1 gig of memory. Oh my god!
I
Excuse
could
me,
read from
1 meg.
I could read from Ellen DeGeneres' new book.
Oh, that
Or
is
Veronica.
frightening. Yeah, let's not. Just say. So there's the. If anybody wants to verify whether or not they'll be able to play this heavy-duty game, I hope it supports 3DFX. Yeah, so there's that thing.
3DFX Voodoo 2.
I can hope.
Can I play this on my Vectrix?
Honestly,
Probably
you could probably play this on your printer though. So
Okay.
there's that.
They play this
Dot
on my
matrix.
scientific calculator.
My dot matrix printer.
Could do this on a TI-82, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Silver
Uh,
edition.
The next game on the agenda is the incredibly optimistic Super Death Arena.
Ooh. Wait, is
That
that what
sounds
it's
fun.
called? Super Death Arena? I'm already sold.
Capula.
I'm sold. I'm sold too. I'm
Super
FNAF. I'm
Death
with you.
Arena. Let's see how Super. Oh, it is totally called Super Death Arena.
Yeah,
All right.
honestly, I looked at this
Much
trailer
death.
earlier. This looks way better than the last one. It looks better than a lot of the other ones in the
This
list.
looks better than pretty much
I
everything
haven't heard of
last
any of
week,
them,
too.
but-
and it's co-op, so it's kind of like Killing Floor, a little bit.
But without ripping
I'll just
everything
keep watching
that
this
Killing
trailer. I don't
Floor
think it's getting
stands
any
for,
better.
Like that one
I'm-
game we looked at.
I'm actually getting some Serious Sam type of vibes.
I do love
naked.
the part where it showed you customizing the character, and you take their pants off, and it just does the pixelation censorship
Kill,
over their crotch.
survive,
Great.
customize, multiplayer.
That board looks like from Overwatch.
Is this something that we could play together? Like as a Torchfork group, would we play
Yes.
this?
It's incredibly
Like,
possible.
Huh.
Yeah.
Definitely, maybe.
There's some kind of activation of my sleeper cell ability happening here, though.
Because
Because the
you
trigger words:
You want to shoot things? Is that why?
kill, survive, multiplayer,
Double kill, triple kill with 2 Ps.
quadruple kill.
See,
Huh.
Customize.
I think this is worthwhile. This is probably worth a deeper look. God knows it's not going to get better than this. Like Dreamy already said,
I like the
Yes.
bolt action.
it's probably not.
This looks interesting. I'll give it a
I
chance.
like how they do the carnival font for
Yeah.
the logo. Like not even trying to make it seem like it's trying to be badass or anything. It's just like, no, this is for fun. Fucking kill these random zombies. Some of them wearing weird little hats
Raiden hats.
without
I-
any pants on. Do it with no pants.
I like that. Sometimes you need a bit of crazy in your games. You know, remember when games used to be fun?
Yeah.
No.
Remember that?
It's been a
Hey.
while.
It has nothing to do with a message. It has nothing to do with an agenda. It's just pure, brainless, mindless, explosive fun.
Power
I
Man.
like that. That's one of the things that I want in a multiplayer game. It doesn't need to be complicated.
Right.
Yeah.
And it cannot be I would have liked, just a little nitpick, I would have liked in the logo for some of the lights to pop out, like just be burnt out.
Like fuzz fizzle, just.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll do that
I
in
like
2.0.
this. I hope so. That'll be the first patch. They fixed the logo. So, but anyway,
Priorities.
it's still better off than most of the games that we see. So this is good. This is good. Now I can't wait to be disappointed.
Do we have a price on this one?
No.
We don't.
Ow.
Happiness.
We do have a release date. The release date is the 11th. So that's 1/11/17.
Tomorrow.
So,
September
yeah.
11th?
Tomorrow.
No, 1/11.
Tomorrow.
Although Super Death Arena and a 9/11 joke, we're classy motherfuckers, aren't we?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the next game trailer, if you please, is called. Wow, that's also optimistic. It's called Not Dying Today.
Tomorrow,
By the way,
maybe.
I would just like to point
Guess
out
what?
that more than half the games on this list, all
Guess what?
in the beginning, like the
I'm
first
not dying
5
today.
games on the list, were all a like mashup of horror with something else.
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, that'll do as long as it's quality. And so Not Dying Today releases on January 13th. Is a side-scrolling beat-em-up featuring zombies. Take a shot. According to Stylo, nice art style, although the premise is far from unused. That's putting it mildly.
Yeah. What I noticed is that it seems like they very carefully copied a lot of the style from Plants vs. Zombies.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
The beginning of the trailer, you don't see it as much, but later on, when you start seeing the zombies wearing like football gear and shit, then it's like that looks a lot like Plants vs. Zombies.
Dude, if they
Yeah.
allow the continuation of like the comic book jumping through like to progress the levels, I'm seriously getting a Comic Zone vibe. I think that would be awesome. to
I
bring-
highly doubt they do that in the game. I think that's just for the trailer.
Oh.
It would be good though to see the character just jumping from panel to panel. It was one of the
Yeah.
reasons why I actually liked Comic Zone. So
Okay, but they really need to stop using the fucking rotation effect on the film in the trailer. Because seriously, that
you just
shit.
gotta watch it like this. You're fine.
No, except it starts off rotated normal and it goes as it's
there's-
playing.
They're doing
Like,
you a service.
Fucking story ending when you've been drinking.
They want to make sure. Well, they want to make sure that your neck works. I guess. I don't.
Not dying today.
Well,
Guess
you
what?
might die if you crack your head off the desk while you're drinking
Not
and watching
dying
this trailer.
today.
Challenge
Oh,
accepted.
If you want to do it for spite, fine. Go ahead, die. See what we say. Good.
But he's not dying today.
Seppuku.
Seppuku.
Say a name, FNAF. Say a name.
Seppuku.
I already did. You guys totally missed it.
Yeah,
Say
we've
more
been-
names.
I said Dreamy. Where's his?
Well, that doesn't count. He's killed himself so often already.
Yeah. The world is
Like,
no longer.
He has gained
Is your-
immortality.
Is Dreamy's mic muted? I haven't really been hearing him say anything, but I looked at the stream and I saw his lips moving on the stream.
He's just staring away. If he's muted, I don't want to tell him. It's okay. See, he's not muted. But yeah, I think it looks fine. It does ape a little bit of style from Plants vs. Zombies, but it's not as bad as some of the other games that we've seen. So
No.
I guess if they're gonna do a little bit of theft, at least it's couched behind something slightly less stolen.
Looks like a Flash game.
It does look like a
I
Flash
agree.
game.
Well, so did Plants vs. Zombies.
Because it basically was.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it
It's
had
kinda
like sort of like a what do you call it?
It's
Grid-based strategy.
Castle
to it.
Crushers, right?
Castle
Is that the
Crasher?
Castle Crashers.
Castle Crashers? That's kind of the.
Castle Crackers.
Well, sort of, yeah, but I mean, Plants vs. Zombies was kind of taking from the same style as Castle Crashers
True.
as far as like the art style and the animation methods.
Yeah.
And this, obviously it's using the same type of thing for that, but that was more of the fact that for that type of game where they're using individual pieces of 2D art to construct characters and stuff, they have an IK rig for any of the characters that controls
The Brussels sprouts, but I don't like
how
them.
stuff looks on screen and controls the animations and
Yeah.
stuff.
I will say that I do see directly what you're talking about with the Plants vs. Zombies thing. I can understand some similarities with the football zombie, but yeah, the red and white in exactly the same placement and style.
The cover looks like Hulk.
Yeah, it's a pretty close copy of
Yeah.
some of the stuff in Plants vs. Zombies, but it's minor enough. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're whacking them with plants or anything like that. So
I'm not
there's that.
dying today. Ba-ba!
It sounds like something I'd hear in a Predator movie anyway.
Now,
So-
if they get a song that's along the lines of the Laura Shigihara song that was done for Plants vs. Zombies, I'll take it. If they can get something funny like that, fuck it. I don't care if it's copy.
I feel like this is the kind of game that would have a good deal of humor. I just don't really know where.
You know what was the best part of Plants vs. Zombies, though? It was
the
neighbor.
professor. Oh.
No, Dave, the neighbor.
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
like pop up on screen, just be like.
Yeah, row.
With
I
the
could hear
tinfoil
that.
on his helmet or whatever.
You know what? To be honest, I've never played Plants vs. Zombies.
You
I'm
should.
not surprised. You have an XP machine, for God's
Yeah.
sake.
That'd be
It was
dishonest.
available on XP.
Yeah?
I'm not
You-
much
you
of a
don't
Castle Defender game. It's kind of.
It's
Not-
more of
not a
a
big
it's more of a mobile game. Do you have a phone?
A
I
Windows
probably have
phone.
my giant cell
What-
phone somewhere.
What's more of a mobile game?
I think Plants vs Zombies originally came out for mobile.
No, Plants vs. Zombies started off as a Flash game.
Oh well, it was.
Amusingly
I
enough,
don't
it
know.
translated really well to mobile, though, because it is basically just a tapping game. But
Yeah.
it's one of those reverse things. I know we see a lot of mobile that gets ported to Steam, but it went the other way this time. So.
Yeah.
But that being said, yeah, FNAF. I don't know if you'd be able to play it on your big honkin' 80s phone with the giant antenna, but you can give it a shot.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I think Snakes takes up all of your internal RAM to start with. So
And it runs slow as balls, but it's still fun.
what's on?
Well, that
AT&T,
might be because you haven't upgraded.
Yeah, that could be why.
All right. I guess I'll upgrade to the Nokia 5000.
See, at
that better?
least, yeah, because then you can just throw it at somebody and destroy their car. So it works out.
Yeah, and the phone will be fine.
Yeah,
The car will be split in half. The phone
Yeah.
will still work.
yeah. You're basically recreating the Street Fighter minigame, so you'll be fine. The next game on this list has nothing to do with zombies or dying, but it has to do with Lizardmen, so that's a plus.
Pokemon?
Not
Lizardman!
quite. It is called Siegecraft Commander, and it's releasing on the 17th. and trailer.
I was wrong. This was the one in the first 5 games. This was the one that wasn't forward.
This looks like Warcraft.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. They're not showing actual gameplay in the beginning of the trailer.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The gameplay is the overhead view. Like, these animations are just stuff they did for the trailer to kind of spice up what you're seeing. It's an overhead view. It's a tower defense kind of game. It's not
Which was made in Warcraft. Well, I don't know.
The art style.
The first like tower defense game where it was just tower defense, I believe that was built as a mod in like Warcraft 3, something like that. But it wasn't like an official Warcraft thing. It was a fan made thing. And tower defense just caught on.
Well, I don't know. It was a custom map, but it was built into the game by Blizzard to like show you this is what you can do. So I don't know.
To be fair, the character models do have that World of Warcraft vibe to it. And some of the art style for the castles do a little bit, like early vanilla WoW.
I don't know about that. Why are you talking about WoW?
Look, he even says craft. It even says craft.
I'm throwing it back to it. I'm trying to support Dreamy because he had mentioned.
Okay, but I'm saying Warcraft was around well before.
Oh no, it absolutely was. It absolutely was. In fact, Warcraft 3, I think, is where many of the mods first started that became stuff like Dota and whatnot, or types of. So, but to bring it to the like 7-year-olds that are probably watching this show, they might not know that Warcraft 3 was ever a thing. So,
yeah, but honestly, like when you look at the way that they did some of the stuff, like the way the textures are with a fair amount of flat coloring with like specific details on top of the flat coloring does look a little bit like how Blizzard does their texturing on 3D models, but not a whole lot. It's a fairly generic style. So
I like how they build the castles.
Yeah, I was about to.
I think that's pretty good.
I don't think that's how you build stuff, but hey, whatever works.
In my home country, that's how we build the walls.
By hurling cows at you?
One of these days, we will figure out technology that will let you fling shit at people and have a castle spring up on their forehead.
Oh, I was like, if we just want to fling shit, I
now,
know
if
pretty good
only
shit.
Donald Trump had that ability already.
Let's not. I don't.
What are your thoughts, Caitlin?
It's cute.
Caitlin?
She's eating. I didn't want to interrupt her.
It's not cute. It's just, I don't know. Tower defense doesn't really do it for me all the time. It has to be more than just catapults and some walls. I like tower defense more from the first person.
Tower defense usually is a lot more than just, building up walls and stuff. Like
Gary likes tower defense.
Yeah, honestly, like tower defense, when you get into it, when it's like a nice complex version of tower defense, can get really interesting, because it takes your focus off of, trying to move around and do individual things with a specific unit, and it makes you focus much more on tactics.
Yes, but this looks like Becky Basic to me.
Yeah, this is not your usual tower defense game, and I don't know if it's good or bad.
Well, we can't really see that much from the trailer anyway. I mean, we see, yeah, and I never. Well, hey, they're throwing cows, so obviously game of the year, but it's just one of those things where I'd rather see a little bit more in the gameplay than just the cinematic part of it.
So where's the beef?
Apparently
flung all over the wall.
Smell like they're being cooked in the kitchen in my house. That's where the beef is, which I really want a burger now.
Well, maybe after the show.
I could go
it's
get
gonna be a while.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait. All right, let's move on to the next one, which I think is probably gonna be the name of this show in a little bit. The game is called Drunk or Dead.
Yep.
All right.
It is releasing.
Sad.
So
It's so sad that name got used on something that looks pretty fucking.
It does. It's released right now. It's only VR because of course it is.
Because it's the standard stand in one place and shoot things coming at you VR game. Only this one throws in the twist that you have to keep drinking shots as you're doing it. Because, that makes for a great game.
That's your life force, man.
To be fair,
not virtual drinking where I get no effect from it other than fucking making shit blurry.
You can take a shot too each time he takes a shot.
No, but then you spill liquor on your Vive, or you spill it on your Oculus, and then where are you?
Seriously, this looks like a game that you play for 5 fucking minutes.
And then
Yeah.
it's $5 Go figure. Actually, $6.
If you're drunk, you don't know. It's a new game every 5 minutes.
It should not be $5 when you're stuck standing in one spot doing 2 things the entire fucking time.
Hey, the 3 things you pick
weapons.
up. Yeah, you get to throw seats at people, so there's that.
If this was free, I would still want a refund.
I bet you the bartender is like the last boss.
Probably.
The
Yeah,
blood,
the final reveal.
the blood is...
Why would you want a refund? It looks like Jell-O. I love Jell-O blood.
No, it's not even Jell-O blood. It is flat 2D textures with an emboss effect on it.
Well, they spent
That's
all that
awesome.
money on the
I do
liquor
that for my layouts.
because all the liquor looks like clear bottled water. That's the best part, I think.
Oh my god.
Game of the
Why
year.
did you make this shit?
Probably. They make it because people buy it.
At least the wallpaper's okay.
I feel like this is the point where Kellogg should be telling us about how amazing VR is.
The first
and how it's
game's
gonna change the
wallpaper
world.
is really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? There is one game on the NES that uses a zapper quite well. It's that Russian roulette game. Has anyone seen this yet? It was a Kickstarter or Indiegogo or something like that, where basically you take the zapper and you have like 6 people sitting around, or maybe 5 people, and the television has an ombre. And what you do is you take your turn, you take the zapper, you put it to your head, and you click, and if you die, well, that you're dead. That's it for the game. But then you keep going around the room until, it's Russian roulette. And if you think you have the bullet, you can actually shoot the hombre, and he may, die and such. It's a great game, great party game. It's got custom audio, plays on the Nintendo. It's better than this.
You said it's on NES?
Nintendo, yes. Original Nintendo.
Okay.
Well, that's not too.
It was
terribly
never officially
surprising.
released, but yeah.
I can't
but
imagine
seriously,
why
though,
not.
Yeah.
Seriously though, why the fuck is this developer asking money for a game that only gives you 2 fucking things to do?
Back in my day, we only had games that gave you 2 things to do, and we liked it.
Thank
But you know what? I don't like this because it's a piece of shit.
Even fucking card games that you could get for $5 would give you more shit to do than this.
Hey, you can pick up the stool.
Yeah, you
Throw a
can.
stool up them.
If they spent a bunch of time programming it, if they feel like it's worth that much, then they should have spent the time doing something else.
But why is all the liquor the same color? It's all pool water. Why?
It looks like shit. That's part of the problem. It's like for all the effort that they put into this, it still looks like shit.
I don't know about. I mean, obviously there's some effort, but
There's some effort, but it's fucking wasted.
eh.
Why waste it on this? This is worthless. No one should buy this.
This
No
was
one
somebody's
should.
project for their final project of whatever.
If it was a fucking project for a class, they shouldn't be selling it.
No
Well-
one should, but somebody will.
Yeah, I mean,
Some-
Okay, so I just put the link for Super Russian Roulette, it's called.
Oh,
Check it out.
great, yay! I'm glad that we have that passed along, but
Yes.
still, I would laugh if I went. I would laugh if I went to that and I saw the graphics on the NES were better than what we're watching now.
Do you have
It
this
is.
now?
It
What
is.
that?
I believe it. I believe it. Well, yeah, you got to make a living, Zebedee.
Agreed.
That's true, but there's
If
better ways.
Caitlin, was that
If they're
ribs?
doing this stuff, they need to do a better job. They need to offer you something more than, oh, you get double vision while you're doing the same shit everyone else is making for VR.
The still
Now, does
shot.
double vision happen on the different eyes? Or, like, do you get the same image and then it kind of moves? Because if
Would
the image moves like that, that might be
This
interesting.
is the future of VR.
This
I
is
would
the future
hope
of
It is
VR.
revolutionizing the game right here.
Eye to eye, If it's the same on each eye, then they're especially fucking lazy. Like, to me, this looks like a lazy piece of shit.
Okay, I just want to say that the screenshot of the wave files on the Kickstarter that you passed me looks more intriguing to me than this game.
Okay, but to this game's credit, and there's not much to give.
No.
If we were to see it in VR, it might be a different experience. But right now, seeing this, I agree with Eli. Doing two things on this day and age, you need to do a little bit more, my friends. If you want to stay competitive.
Why would I pay $6 to drink fake alcohol and shoot fake zombies when I could obviously just drink a lot of alcohol, do a little bit of meth, and take a baseball bat and hit real zombies out at all the bars?
It would send a message to all AAA titles.
Or take.
You got me on that one, man.
Take any other zombie game out there and just play it drunk.
Ah, see, there you go. Anyway,
it's fuck, and a lot of them are free.
A
you
lot
can't
of
drink the other zombie games.
You can't drink in the zombie games, but you can drink before them.
In this one, it's blue shit.
It's blue
That's
milk.
future alcohol.
Yep, blue milk in Star Wars.
That's nitrous alcohol.
Fucking
nitrous alcohol.
And it does the arcade thing where you're supposed to point up into the air to reload. And it's like, you're not in an arcade. Give me one extra button just to reload.
I would
screen.
I just want a time. I just want a Time Crisis VR game. Can we just get that? I'll be happy. Let's just do that.
We have those already, don't we?
No, Time Crisis VR. No, we don't have those yet. But we should. Anyway, so the next game.
Asking for that at this point.
I'm asking for it right now. Compared to all this shit, this is gonna
Virtual
be the quick.
Cop.
This is gonna be
Virtual
yeah.
Cop.
There you go. Or House of the Dead. With
okay, that Uwe Boll took that on.
But okay, fine. A VR game of House of the Dead with Uwe Boll as your sidekick. Done.
No,
you get the slaps a little bit.
Every zombie coming at you.
Okay, Uwe Boll boxing game.
No,
I had this idea.
No, he boxed the shit out of some little kid.
He would.
Here's
Yeah.
the perfect VR idea. You can have the celebrity boxers. You'd have like Mike Tyson. You would have Mr. Dream. You would have Uwe Boll. Whichever celebrity you want to beat up, you could. Ooh.
By the way,
there you go.
I don't want to go that route, but celebrities that are normally in the ring, like even fighting Rocky would be cool, or Ivan Drago. Something like that would be awesome.
FNAF, just as a side note, it's not Uwe, he's German. It's Uwe.
Uwe?
Yeah.
Well,
and Drago, not Drago. It's not spaghetti sauce. It's okay.
No,
okay, so do I get my dunce cap now? Like, is this school all of a sudden? I've been out for how long?
You're in Canada, right? You already come with one. You're okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you're a dunce by nature. But
that being said, so if I remember correctly, I remember a while back, Uwe Boll was supposed to box somebody from the Something Awful forums, but he actually boxed the kid.
15-year-old.
So
beat the shit out of the kid.
Kanye West would be a good fighter too.
Kid deserved it. Wow.
Fucking deserved
because Trigger just mentioned it. That would be great.
Was trying to prove something, and he went up against a kid.
No. I mean,
I think he proved a lot.
He proved that he's an idiot.
Fucking prick.
What were you saying about? I don't even know what you were saying at this point, Fanf. I think we should just move on at this point.
Okay. I was talking about celebrity boxing VR, but anyway.
Oh well, what was the rest of your plan for the celebrity boxing VR?
I don't know. There would be like
in VR. At least boxing. Be interesting.
Yeah, like you can fight against even like Little Mac or I'm not talking VR Punch Out. I'm talking about like VR celebrities. Like you can go up against Evander Holyfield or I'm being dated now. Mike Tyson. Any of the champs.
Mike has still been around for a while, just not boxing.
Well, I know, but I'm thinking of boxers. And
he's
the very
training
first
somebody for some celebrity fight. I think it's like what the hell was it? Chris
Even
Brown
Ronda
versus
Rousey
Soulja
would
Boy.
be cool to go up against.
No, not at this point. I
She
think
would probably kick your ass, Steve.
Absolutely.
She would
Absolutely.
beat the
yeah,
shit.
but she's probably not going to fight again after the last
It
fight
was
she had.
weird.
that
Right as you
ended
said that, I was
completely-
scrolling through Yahoo and it says vandalism at
She
Ronda
beats the
Rousey's
shit out of
house.
you just because.
What's that?
There was vandalism at Ronda Rousey's home when I was scrolling through.
Uh,
Boom forces her out of hiding. She was in hiding?
She did go on a tour after the last, not this fight, but the time before, saying that she was just very, very depressed about the loss and all that. So she probably was in hiding. I mean, I'd want to be in hiding too if I had everybody hounding me with a camera
I mean,
to
even
ask, how do you feel about losing? What the fuck? How do you think I feel? You know?
fighting $1 Million Baby, the character, I can't remember her name. I know it was Hilary Swank, but I can't remember her actual boxing character's name. Fighting legends would be cool. I don't know. Clubber Lang.
See, why would they make Hilary Swank the character that would be like the badass fighter?
Oh,
Why?
maybe she'd
Why
be like
her?
the
Out of all the
tutorial? I don't know.
out there.
I'm just thinking of all the different boxers, and it would be really cool
No.
to see a celebrity / fantasy boxing VR game. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Okay, I think even with that idea, you'd still wind up with the same thing of just doing the same thing again and again and again, where you're just getting into
Just
a box
watching this
match
trailer,
and
like, shit.
going,
Right, but that's the same
But
thing with
that's-
Punch-Out, right?
Okay, but
Punch-Out was not a boxing game. Punch-Out was not a sports game.
That's
it was
the
a puzzle
Pokemon,
game.
Caitlin.
okay, but that's the
What?
problem with
That's
VR
the
right
Pokemon.
now is
She's
it keeps
died.
Pokemon.
VR.
Of course she's
these
Pokemoning.
Really simplistic games. It
True.
needs some more depth to it if it's going to get anywhere.
But
Well,
you
we're not
with
going to
VR
get any more. Go
can't
ahead.
really go anywhere unless
It
you're on
can't.
those treadmills.
It can go somewhere. It just needs the right ideas.
Yeah.
The long and short is that right now VR games, as Kellogg would probably say, VR's the software is not where it should be. The hardware is not really where it should be either. So a lot of this is basically proof of concepts. We're not
Yeah.
going to get any killer apps for VR for a while. But that being said, oh god, it does not bode well. I would feel like an asshole if I bought into VR wholeheartedly and this is the stuff that I was getting for
Yeah.
my
They
my
get to defend it
entry.
to all your friends when you know it's
Like-
bad.
Yeah.
Like when VR headsets were first becoming a thing, if somebody said, "Oh yeah, in 5 fucking years, you're going to be able to play House of the Dead in first person."
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
I like I said,
Fuck that.
I just look at it like, okay, it's great that we've got the hardware. It's great that it's, more or less accessible to everybody, but this is what we're getting.
How did they make they modded Team Fortress 2 to be in VR, right?
Well,
That was
you
like
can-
one of the first ones?
Okay, Vorpex will turn almost any 3D game into VR. That's not a feat.
Okay, yeah.
Seriously, I can play GTA 5 in VR right now.
Yeah, there are ways to tweak it, but it's just one of those things where I feel like since we've got the tech and we've got obviously we've got the modding tools, we've got the ability, we've got the proof of concept, I feel like we could probably see something better than this. A lot of this just feels like, okay, I'm going to release this out there, I'm going to do it on the cheap, I'm going to throw it out there, I'm going to do whatever I can to try and get a little bit of money, and it just feels like it's a waste.
swastikas.
Because some idiot decided to post a bunch of shit, and that person looks like they're gone from the looks of it in the chat.
See, I don't even see them in the chat. I just see it in your chat.
It's because it got them banned.
Yeah, it got them nuked out, so it ends up going to the stream. So, bye. Anyway,
Yeah. Bye,
We're
you
gonna-
fucking racist little shit.
that's right. We have more stuff to be racist against, mostly games though. But you can't really be racist against a game, I don't think. So,
I can type stuff too.
No, they're
me
racist
help.
because of the shit they were saying.
Well, yes. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next thing, and yeah. So the next game on the list is gonna be Oh god, it gets better. The next
Pokemon?
game is called not Pokemon. It is called Galactic Junk League.
Oh, I thought it was actually called not Pokemon.
Sounds like Pokemon.
No, not quite. It's basically. It is a free-to-play spaceship fighting game. I really hope they are anthropomorphic spaceships fighting, but they're not. So.
Oh, you know what?
How did he get back?
Okay. The person posting that shit again is not on Twitch. They're on a different service.
Yep.
So Stylo needs to deal with them.
Yeah.
Stylo, if you can, will you please ban that little piece of shit that keeps posting in the chat on whatever other service that is? Jose on fire 420.
Because
Who's that?
of course he is.
Please
Your mother.
ban.
You're breaking her heart.
Oh well. No loss. Anyway, so there's the thing on screen. Have a go.
There's pirate ships in the sky, space pirates.
Notes from Stylo. I really like the idea of being able to fully customize your spaceship. When I saw a flying toilet in space, that got my attention. Thank you, Stylo. Flying toilet.
Not a
Oh,
selling
look at this!
point
It's a
for me.
tiger or Growlithe. Told you it was a Pokemon.
It's not a Pokemon, it's a flying toilet. Oh god, it is a Pokemon, isn't it?
Seriously, Stylo, if you could ban that little piece of shit for us, that would be awesome.
There you go.
I want
It's
to
to be
play
expected.
Lego in space now.
Why would you want to play Lego in space? I mean, you
Because
could
this
probably
looks
do
like
that.
Lego in space.
Yeah.
It looks really epic when it starts off. Looks like Star Ocean from like the planet from the case of whatever Star Ocean that was.
I find
And
it
then-
hilarious that they use a really obvious.
Wait, is that the
like-
Starship Enterprise?
It was the Enterprise. That's what I was gonna say. I find it hilarious they're using the Enterprise.
And a hot
There's
dog.
a toilet.
Well, because of course they're going to use something recognizable. I do like the pirate ship, the frigate that they have
Jolly
built there.
Rotters.
No, well, that's the logo on
Flag.
the flag. Yeah. I do kind of like this idea though.
Can we destroy each other? Like build our own ships?
Looks like
And then-
Minecraft
Yeah.
in space.
That's kind of
Well,
what
it's
what
it's
this
it's
is.
a lot like Space Engineers.
Yeah. I never really played the game myself, but I think it would be kind of fun, honestly. So, is there really any... I've never really had any fun with some of the building games. Anybody play them a lot?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
Nobody?
Not especially.
Not
I'm a
especially.
destroyer, not a builder.
Well, I mean, you can build and then you destroy. I mean, that's kind of the idea behind it. No?
I don't know. This just kind of feels like a generic rehash of a bunch of other ideas.
Well, yeah, but then what isn't? I mean, it is on early access as well, so there's always that.
Yeah, but this doesn't really bring anything that interesting. Like, seriously, the way the construction stuff looks between the different ships in the game looks exactly like Space Engineers. Why not
Okay.
just play Space Engineers and build your space toilet?
Well, hey, you want to have a diversification with your space toilets. That's all.
That toilet's
Is that
on
a hot
fire
dog?
though. They must have like
Or
had
was a
some
hot
like,
dog?
burritos, spicy burritos.
But it was
Space
mentioned.
Gummy bear.
It was mentioned about it being much like RoboCraft. I know nothing about it, so I'm gonna look this shit up.
I should probably get I got chocolate covered gummy bears.
Do you?
You did.
Yeah.
They make chocolate-covered gummy bears? What the
There's also
fuck?
chocolate covered Swedish fish.
Well, because why not?
What?
I found out they works at a candy store.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
Are you
Whenever people
fucking
make
shitting
candy
me?
bags and they can't put it back, guess who gets it? Me. So this is somebody else's pre-made gummy. Somebody like they decided they didn't want it anymore.
Wait,
Like once
so
they got the
you
counter.
get used candy that people have fondled over?
No. They
Yeah,
just-
why not?
Okay. As long as it's free.
and
As
American.
long as it's free, any diseases you get from it are A-okay!
It's a bonus. What did you want?
Oh man, I got two
Yeah,
M&Ms.
man.
There's also a runt in there. Shit, that's gonna taste
A
weird.
runt.
Are you sure it's not like, oh, I don't know, rabbit droppings or something? You got to be careful with those ones. 'Cause-
It could be.
Okay.
You never know. So
And
that's how excited we are for this game. We're just here at this point.
It looks neat. I'm not getting into it. I want to play Lego in space now. I'm done.
Seriously though, like the style of it looks so much like how you construct things in Space Engineers. I don't know why you would play this over Space Engineers.
So the other question that I have, not that we see anything on the page yet, because there's nothing listed about a price, which is kind of a concern to me. So RoboCraft is free. Again, I've never heard of it, but it looks pretty much the same. I mean, there's ground combat. I don't see anything but air combat or space combat in this one. So maybe that's the big difference. I don't know, but
no, like. Seriously, look at Space Engineers. The way you build stuff, everything you build looks the same as what you make in this. But Space Engineers has so much more to it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and they're also the guys that did Kerbal from the looks of it. So, there's that pedigree.
This?
Hang on. I'm looking at Space Engineers. Developer, publisher, Keen Software House did Kerbal Space Program. I'm looking at Space Engineers now.
Okay. So you're saying Space Engineers publishers did the Kerbal Space Program?
Yeah.
Because I know that Kerbal Space Program. I don't remember the exact name of the developers, but it was like they had like a monkey logo, whatever the fuck it was. But yeah, honestly,
no, it's not iMockery, is it?
No, it was like something Team
Chimp. I can't remember.
Maybe. I don't know.
To answer the question in the chat, though, this company is not the same one. They only other games that they've done is Emporia, Realms of War and Magic, which has a mixed review on Steam, and Collab, which is also a mixed review, which is a VR-only game. So, yeah, they don't have a whole lot under their belt. So, there's that.
Oh, look, it looks like our person from before made a new account. Taco Zombie 64.
Wonderful.
Stylo, if you can please block them as well.
No loss. Oh, well, we're going to move on to the next one because I don't want to waste that much time with somebody that desperate for attention. The next game on the list is Merc. Releasing on... Yep.
Really?
Releasing on January 17th.
I've heard of this game.
MERC.
No, you haven't.
Tactical third-person shooter. Has been done plenty of times from the first perspective. Interested to see how it works from third person. That's a weird note. So, yeah. Merc. There we go.
Okay, we still have Jose on fire 420, apparently.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just disable the chat because it's not appearing on like the Twitch.
Yeah, because
it's from a
not.
different server. It's not Twitch.
Yeah, it's running through that. But you know what? Fuck it. Keep trying to knock them off. I'm not just gonna waste my time worrying about it anymore.
Is there a reason we're trying to get rid of this person?
Well, they do keep
just
posting
saying horrible racist shit because they're fucking pathetic little
and
trolls that got nothing better to do with their time than trying to get attention.
I totally missed it.
Swastikas everywhere because
all right. There's no sense in wasting time on them. Let's focus on the trailer, huh?
I totally
let's
missed
focus on the next shitty trailer.
Yeah, so let's take a look at this thing here. So, thoughts? It's something we see constantly. It's more squad-based shootery type stuff. Why are we seeing it? Any thoughts at all? Experience nonstop real-time tactical combat. Take a shot if you've heard any of that. Yeah. With a 4-person squad, upgrade and recruit units, enhance special abilities, while blah 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 blah.
Hey, you. Come here.
Standard stuff.
Crap.
Oh well.
Oh, now I'm getting buffering on the stream.
Aw. Awesome.
Twitch chat only. Woo.
It's no loss. Anyway, I don't think there's much. Is there anything anybody wants to say about this game?
The
It
logo
looks
is cool.
It looks mildly interesting, and it's supposed to be co-op, which is decent.
Yeah, it is supposed to be co-op, but
You can snipe.
Well, I don't
There are
know.
things that look cool about it. Like, it looks like it's an ability-based thing. Like, your character uses abilities, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of RPG-ish. In a
Kind of
co-
looks like the knockoff of The Division.
I feel like
It's
the
a
logo looks like
knockoff of
Guerrilla
other
Games.
things.
But the Division was first-person shooter.
Well, kind of, but it also was an MMO, so you had all of your abilities as well.
Yeah,
Getting
it was an RPG MMO FPS, but
I'm getting
Yeah,
some.
but this looks kind of similar.
this
I'm
one's
getting some
for
Red
squad
Solstice
based.
feels out of this one, actually.
Yeah, it's squad based, so it'd be
Fair
more
enough.
along the lines of like XCOM 2, or the new XCOM 2, I should say.
I enjoyed XCOM 2. We all know how addicted I got.
Yeah, so I mean, this one could be decent. It's just hard to say because the trailer doesn't show much.
Well, I mean, what more can you see or say? I mean, the screenshots alone should give you a pretty good.
I don't do pictures anymore, damn it.
No, you don't do pictures anymore. Yeah. At this point, it's basically more of the same stuff. So my question is, what sets it apart? I'm not seeing a whole lot, but then again, the trailer's not that great anyway.
What I'm wondering about is why, when it shows the flyby areas where you're obviously in the floating metropolis kind of thing, why are there bats floating in between the buildings all the time?
Because why
there's
not?
bats in the belfry.
Oh,
I guess.
that's not how that works.
I don't know.
Merc.
I do
Merc,
kind. I do kind of like the fact that somebody in their community page asked if there was going to be tactical pause, and the developers say no. Just no. Essentially, it's all real time, so you better be quick about issuing squad commands and whatnot. So, yeah, there you go.
Okay, so yeah, I have not heard about this. I thought I did.
What
but-
were you thinking that it was?
I think there's a PS2 game. It might have been Mercenaries, but most likely would have been Mercenaries.
Wow, that's a bit of a stretch. So yeah, there was a PS2 game called Mercenaries, but because of the name.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not.
and maybe it was just like a reboot because
The guy on the
Mercenaries
cover
2 was
looks like
pretty
the
good.
guy from House, the
No,
Doctor House.
Merc gets reused a lot because it's just it's a really common colloquialism for mercenary.
That's probably why I made the connection.
Yeah,
Probably.
more than likely. But even so, what you said Mercenaries 2 was good? Because I felt the exact opposite.
Well, first of all, the ending song was amazing.
Okay.
It's funny how specific games, the ending music is the best part of the game, except for Portal. Portal is off limits because that's just an amazing game overall. But like the ending songs can catch you off guard, and Mercenaries 2 is one of them.
That's
Oh
fair.
no, you didn't.
Portal in general really was amazing though with that
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, and the fact that they intertwined it throughout the whole game.
Eli, you've got a green sword, right? You got powers. Check the. Because Jose on Fire is here again. Go knock his ass out.
Not on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Just pop
No,
in. Jose on
I
Fire.
have.
Oh, not
No.
on Twitch. Okay, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the last one and hope.
No,
we
Stylo's not capturing the chat from other services
no.
anymore.
No. He jumped into the Twitch viewer list. I just saw him pop in and pop out. So be aware.
Okay.
So, okay, cool. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Anyway,
Sometimes.
the last game.
I have to wonder though if you were watching the viewer
One
list that
more
closely.
game.
I did have it open because
Pokemon?
I take
there's-
pleasure in banning stupid little
That's
shits like that.
exactly
bastard,
why
though.
I know. That's why I'm letting you know. That's why I've got it open. So there you go. The final game of the night. Thank God for that. Is a game that I might not be able to pronounce. The game is called Roch.
I think it's just rope.
Roch. No, you gotta cling on it a little bit.
No, we don't. This is not fucking Star Trek.
It should be. But anyway, So
That would be nice. At least we wouldn't have Trump if that was the case.
this is entirely true.
You're for-
Anyway, it's listed for a release of Q1, so in the next month or so, maybe 2 months.
It's
Who knows?
that. Oh, what's the bad guy's name? Fishbowl from Spider-Man. Can't remember his name.
Mysterio?
Mysterio?
Yeah.
I'm very sad at you
It's his
right
game.
now.
I
do you
don't
not?
know all the Spider-Man and the Superman and
You should. You should.
Batman's references.
Anyway.
Captain Canada.
Oh,
His name is Captain Canuck. Get it right.
same
Captain Canuck.
difference.
Wow.
Same difference. At some point, we'll be at war with Canada, and we'll be really nice.
Just kind of looks like
No, honestly,
like, computer
Canada
graphics
is
server.
going to be overly polite, and that will be their downfall.
Come
But
on
that'll-
in.
That'll piss everybody off, so there's that.
No,
Okay,
he
so
won't
it's
be
like
that.
gravity?
They'll be trying to raid house to house, and people will, like, their raiding personnel will be like, "Hey, we just came to check on how your house is doing. You know,
Mhm.
can we come inside, please, eh?"
Well, so what we
And
need to
then
do...
the person inside will take a gun and just fucking shoot them.
Well, then what
on
we
the spot.
obviously need to do, we need to take all of our Mormons and pit them against all the Canadians, and they'll have a nice off. And see if their heads
Mor-
explode from being nice.
Okay, I don't know how many Mormons you've known, but they're
15.
not necessarily nice.
They're
They're
nice
politic.
until... Yeah, they're
not
nice.
nice.
Well, we're not going to go that deep into it because I don't want to offend too many people, but they're nice until you say that you don't want to read
You
the
just
book.
want to offend it just enough.
Yeah, we want to get so close to the edge and then peter off, you know.
Back to the
But
game for a second.
anyway,
Who's
Yeah.
Peter
this game!
talking about here?
Isn't this
Ah,
the physics gravity game that we've seen already?
No,
Just
this is a
in HD?
this is a multiplayer survival sandbox. Take a shot for each of those buzzwords. Set on Mars, take a whole bottle. Rooted
Is
in
Mass Effect?
scientific, it could be rooted in scientific and realistic anticipation. That's a weird phrasing. With deep crafting and building
Rock.
systems, enjoy the red planet as your sandbox.
Rock.
Yeah, see,
Rock.
there you go. And
Looks like every other survival game that has come out in the last several years, and it also looks like every other game in the last several years that has thrown Mars into the mix. So in particular, makes this game worth my time.
I don't know
Aliens.
about that.
There are no aliens. You're by yourself.
You
Ah.
are the alien.
Yeah, you are the
Last
alien.
week
How-
was a better week than this one as far as
Yeah.
games.
Although this one is kind of interesting, and I kind of wish that Kellogg was part of this, and there's a very specific reason for that. Because if I remember, Kellogg did a little bit of a rant about Roller Coaster Tycoon World a while back. And one of the developers / publishers on this one are the people that did that. And so Roller Coaster Tycoon World was kind of a big deal because they were basically just microtransactioning the game to death. And so there's a giant write-up on the Steam community page. I'm just going to post that because it's worth reading. And I'm going to throw it right into their thing right there. So you may care, you may not. But overall, it's basically Darewise Entertainment is partnered up with Navizio, and apparently that has some cause for concern from people. And the developers did respond, stating, Darewise Entertainment is an executive production company similar to what you can find in the movie industry. It means we create game concepts and look for the right partner to bring them to life. Our team at Darewise is comprised of veterans of the industry, so a lot of bullshit. Apparently, they're trying to distance their actual interaction with this Invisio. So I think it might be interesting to look at, but maybe not want to throw money at them. So that might be the long and short of your answer there. But based upon the trailer, because there's always politicking going on, yay.
I like how
that
even in the
box.
trailer, it shows you constructing habitats. That every single one of them looks the same as the others all around it. It's just you're changing the size of them.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't they do that with repeating wartime houses where they just used the same blueprints and made the house over and over and over and over again?
Not even the same house. They're seriously rectangular constructs where there are windows along long sides of it, where if there's more than a couple of like lengths, like more than a couple of cubes along.
Maybe all the designers are still at home.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know, but I don't think it's really worth the time. I think it's gonna fail.
probably. All right. Well, that being said, so I'm reading a little bit deeper on this, and what am I seeing here? So, Invisio wasn't even the first company to be assigned dev responsibilities. They're claiming they're just coders.
Wait, why is that a bad thing?
It's a bad thing because apparently what happened with Roller Coaster Tycoon is that it was released out of early access way too soon and then abandoned very shortly after, which tends to be a habit for these types of games where they're in early access, people buy in, and then the developers pretty much go, yeah, we're done with this. We're going to move on to the next one. We've actually highlighted it in the past. Starforge got a lot of play a while back for essentially the same reason, where they were doing Starforge and then they abruptly stopped development and they moved on to another game called Reign of Kings, I think it was. And they totally ignored Starforge. And then Reign of Kings was in development and then they stopped there too. So, you know.
And the animations on this one, for the most part, look like shit. It seems like they put a fair amount of effort into making the walk animation for the characters in this game look natural. Everything else, every other animation, looks like shit.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? So, is this basically
not
just asset
buy it?
flips?
Is what I'm gonna do.
Are these basically asset flips, though?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like that. It looks like they spent some time making their own shit, and it looks like they're going to see how many people will buy it within so many months, and then they're just going to ignore it.
Yeah, I'm not too terribly surprised about any of that. But anyway, so I think, wow, yeah, that's
So I'm
gonna be it for tonight.
I'm going to change the
any other
subject.
thoughts? Yeah,
I'm going to completely change the subject.
please.
Who else is as excited as I am to see Double Dragon 4?
No,
Is it a porno?
No,
that's not a
no one.
Nobody.
Seriously, they're taking back the Double Dragon 2 graphics and they're making some badass stuff out of it. Double Dragon 2 was amazing, and now they're doing Double Dragon 4. No one? Oh.
I like the green dragon.
Well, maybe Pac-Man Family's gonna know what I'm talking about.
Probably not. I don't think anybody's really gonna care.
Double Dragon 4! Come on! Like, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, you know it's short when Caitlin hasn't taken out her 3DS yet.
Comes out at the end of the month. It's gonna be amazing. It's like Super Double Dragon didn't happen. Double Dragon 5
Now
didn't
we're
happen.
Caitlin, is that chocolate?
Nobody's listening.
Is that chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's I bought it at the dollar store. It's Landmark Confection.
Thank you. Okay, let's see the Double Dragon 4 trailer.
Yeah,
Yes.
Stylo
Yes.
is fairly right. Sometimes the shows go for like 2 hours. Sometimes, I mean, there's only so much you can do. Some of these trailers are high quality. Some of them
Pac-Man knows what I'm talking about.
probably. Well, yeah, Pac-Man.
Yeah, just says.
Surprise!
Pac-Man Family.
Surprise!
Watch that ukulele. When's that come out? I thought it was pretty soon.
Oh yeah, I think Ukulele is sometime between March and May, but I'm not sure.
I'm just.
So we still got a little bit of ways.
End of the month, and I tell you, it's going to come out on PS4 and it's going to come out on Steam. I probably will buy them both. I can't wait to play it.
I'm just waiting for. I'm just waiting for Bloodstained.
So how are you liking
sequel.
you playing more your PS4 or more your Xbox One?
Neither yet. I just got it finally set up last night. Everything's ready to go. I just don't have.
Why are you not playing it now? Go now.
I'm on stream with you guys.
Just show us the setup.
Steven, stop trying to distract him from what we're doing right now.
It's wonderful. No, I don't want him to see the trailer for Double Dragon 4.
I want to see the trailer for Double Fab.
No.
I don't know.
For
Definitely, your mic might freeze like last week.
Double
Yeah.
Dragon?
Wait,
Is
his
that what you're-
mic might
Double
freeze?
Dragon.
Yes,
The
His
whole mic, or
mic?
part of it?
the whole
His
mic.
mic might freeze.
No,
Yeah.
it was.
Like that. See?
Oh, hey, we got a blizzard outside.
That's
Awesome.
not a mic. That's the camera, my friend. That
Yeah.
is a camera.
There's a
Cam-
mic on the camera.
thing. If a
Mike,
mic freezes
On
you
the
just-
camera. Yes.
If
Yeah, but
you're-
his name's Mike.
There you
no,
go.
no, stop it, Dreamy, stop it.
Ha! That makes it so much easier. I
No,
win.
no.
Yes. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Double
Okay,
Dragon. Double Dragon 4.
is that what we're watching now?
Yes. It's coming out at the end of the month.
Mike froze
Can't wait.
last week.
He did not freeze.
Oh, oh, oh. So sexy. Mm.
Wow, it looks like I'm stepping back 40 years in gaming.
Just
I wish
wait,
I wasn't.
Just
Look
wait.
at that nut kick.
It doesn't even look as good as the NES Double Dragon.
Just wait. Now, okay, they're just going through the old games right now. Just hang on. This is Double Dragon 2
Which
on
was
the original
terrible.
NES.
Which was terrible.
What? What?
Yeah, Double
was
Dragon
terrible.
was not
2 was
good.
amazing.
No.
It was
Okay,
terrible.
Double Dragon 3 sucked. This one sucked bad. This
Terrible.
one was lame.
Bimmy
wait.
and Jimmy.
Bimmy and Jimmy, yes.
I love
that's
that.
one of the reasons why it was
So
bad.
where's the actual new game we're supposed to be watching?
It's coming. It's coming.
See, this is what they do: is they get you in with the nostalgia, and then they throw this crap at you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, whoa, look at that. Look at those
Yes!
It
claps.
looks exactly the same, but with a color palette change.
It's Double Dragon 2.
So
Look at the moves.
what?
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
care.
So much win.
Go,
No, it's
ninjas,
not.
Go, ninjas, go.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, look. You can team up. You can throw throw
What's
bad
the
guys.
question mark?
I don't
What's the
know.
question
It's
mark?
all magical. This game is going to be phenomenal. I can't wait.
Watch it become like Mighty Number 9.
It all looks awful to me.
Okay, yeah, I got this excited for Mega Man 9 as well, because Mega Man 9 was amazing. And I took a week off work just to play Mega Man 9. It was amazing. I probably don't have enough time to do it for this one,
Can I
but I
You
want
probably-
to play this game so bad.
I was
I'm
gonna say
so
you
Can I-
probably
can I
shouldn't be
question
bragging about
your
taking a
taste?
weight.
I have to seriously question your taste, Mike.
I have
Why?
to question your
See, Mike
your
Rose.
spot here. Yeah.
Double Dragon. Okay, the first one, not so bad. The second one was just friggin' epic. You can play around with the bad guys. You can tease them. You can like throw them off into the water. You
Phrasing,
can throw them off-
phrasing.
Okay, but it's just so cool.
Just-
Double Dragon 3 kind
Honestly, he just wants to get up close and bang him.
He just wants to tease him and fondle him.
Ah!
And he wants to
Tease
play
him, fondle him, bang
Make
him.
it-
Fist him.
Nope. Sorry, wrong Capcom game. And this is Capcom, but it's Technos. Yes, Double
No.
Dragon 4.
I
End
don't
of the
think we
month.
can. I don't think we can air
Yes!
this part of the show actually right now.
Well, we can, but
I think it's considered pornographic by the Twitch standards.
Caitlin seems unimpressed.
Very.
Caitlin is.
Much fun this
I
is
am
gonna
equally
be.
unimpressed.
I don't know. It's just
I-
a fighting game. I don't understand
Look,
what's so great
you can-
about it.
You can throw the person behind you and do a flip kick and kick them continuously. You can't do that in the original games. This
Where's
is
the
gonna
candle?
be amazing.
Where's the candle, FNAF?
What?
I don't
Do
see
we
a
need to
candle.
do like a lighter for you, like wave back and forth?
I don't
This
think
is
he's
good
gonna
for you
make it.
guys. This
Yeah.
and it's coming at the end of the month. I can't stress that enough. Double Dragon 4. Finally,
I hope
going back to the roots is gonna be
I think-
amazing.
Awesome.
this is where my Schadenfreude kicks into high gear. I hope it's terrible. I hope it doesn't play. I hope
Pac-Man's
it crashes
with me.
immediately.
Trigger's with me. Stylo's with me. It's an amazing game. It's gonna be awesome. It's all the people that I'm
Stylo's-
not really talking right now.
Stylo's with
They're
just
all
'cause he
agreeing with
didn't
me.
want to
Even
look at
Caitlin's
more.
agreeing with me.
He didn't
I
want
don't
to
see
look
Stylo
at
agreeing
the
with you.
trailer.
I think he said, "I'll play the
it like you
trailer."
wouldn't believe.
Yeah, that's right. He
Give me
only
three.
said that he didn't want to watch the Rolk trailer again.
Caitlin's against you. Eli's against you.
Nope, no. They're all with me.
No, I'm not. Fuck you.
And this can't shut me up because it's Double Dragon
Do
4.
not Do not put words in my
Donuts.
mouth. This looks like shit.
I did not say you were with me.
It
I did
looks.
not say
But
that.
wait.
You
It
said all
looks-
this fucking
Specifically
word.
said I was with you.
I didn't say that. I said
Yes, you
Batman was-
did.
Did I
It looks
rewind
like
the tape?
retro shit. There's
Rewind
a
the tape.
difference.
No.
There's no
I
tape.
said that Caitlin was with me because she wasn't saying anything. Pac-Man's with me.
We could have ended
Stylo
on a
was
good
with
note,
me,
Stylo.
Trigger's with me. This game is
I
amazing.
try.
Short's
I
not
try.
always bad.
Make
Sometimes it's just the bus you ride.
Double Dragon 4. I am streaming the crap out of this game when it comes out. It's going to be amazing.
Sure you are.
What's going to end up happening is the game will come out and it won't work.
It'll be like No Man's
I
Sky.
need to.
One Man's Lie? Yeah. it'll
Yes.
be exactly like that. That is the show for
Thank
this
you for
evening.
making my night, Stylo.
God.
Thank-
Let's get on with the shilling, because let's face it, nobody's here to actually watch me. I understand that and I accept that, and I drink myself into a stupor every night. But that being said, let's get on with the shilling. Who wants to go first to whore out their thing? Caitlin, since you basically live on the channel, let's start with you.
Alrighty, so guys, I will be back on Thursday with some more Mario Kart as usual. It's going to be great. That is Thursday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. And then this week, there is a change in the schedule. This week, I will be doing all of my Pokemon content, not on Friday. We're doing it Saturday because
Look at
Your
the mic.
is
Look
too
at your
far.
mic.
Can't
So-
hear you.
Chili's
Can't hear you,
changed.
Caitlin.
Chili's changed my schedule. So this week, we are going to be doing all of the Pokemon stuff.
Doing all the
of it
Pokemon.
on
that right?
Saturday.
All the
Saturday
Pokemon.
instead. So don't look for me Friday. Friday is up to everybody else.
We're not going to look
Now, I will be back with Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, on Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Yep. That's all my shilling.
Yeah, that's all you got?
Yep.
Okay,
All the Pokemon stuff. Good Morning Pokemon and the Battle Show has to be on Saturday this week.
fair enough. FNAF,
Yeah.
have you calmed down yet? Do
No,
we need to get you
I'm
a shower?
I am seeing more Double Dragon 4. Okay, so at the end of the month, I'm going to be streaming Double Dragon 4. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a first playthrough.
Get
it's not
to
going to be...
focus on the now.
Oh, this week.
Bring the good ship ADD back to Riddlin Bay, please. Just
Okay.
there you go.
Thursday, I'm probably going to be with the Game Show, but I'll let not Eli talk about that.
Yes.
And I don't know what's happening because work is going to be kicking my butt this week. But yeah, that's me.
Fair enough. Holy shit, I don't even
feel
see
you with
roads
work
anymore.
kicking your butt.
Damn. But then Double Dragon's gonna kick your ass, so it's okay.
Double Dragon 4 is going to be...
There you go. All right. So that being said, Dreamy, are you going to be doing anything other than freezing? There you go. Okay.
Sunday, I'll
Sunday.
play a game.
Wow.
I don't know which game I want to do next. Like
What?
I
a
thought maybe
fucking
Binding of
answer.
Isaac, but then I thought I also have Resident Evil, the remastered for the original, and that's a quick game, so I might do that. I'll play some game, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Coast Time, and there'll be ice cream and sprinkles.
Awesome. Great. Yay. I can feel just all the excitement rolling off you. Get that abomination of Pink Floyd off my fucking screen.
It's Pokemon. It's awesome. It's Eevee. Come on. Boo-boo. Boo-boo. It's awesome.
Hey, did you by chance see his? Yeah, I was gonna say, did you see? Oh, wait, it is Eevee. I thought it for sure it was ponies.
No, it's Eevee.
I also thought it was
Eevee?
ponies.
Do you have anything
Going
as
in
ponies? Did Trigger Steven?
Huh?
Yeah.
Why do I let him on this show?
Why
Finally.
I missed the trailer.
The most optimistic of the bunch. Not Eli. What the fuck are you doing?
So Thursday night, I have the Game Show, which is where members of the audience come in and play games against us. And if you win against us, you get a free game key out of it. It'll be randomly chosen from the list of games that I have to give away. I also, Sunday night, I do the I do the Mobcast Sunday night. I have been drinking a lot tonight, and
You
I haven't
have.
had much to eat today.
And we really
it's-
appreciate that.
Did you play
Yeah.
a drinking VR game?
He
Sure.
did.
Wait, you shot
before-
zombies?
Yeah,
Well, he's
exactly.
he's shooting drinks called
Shut
zombie.
up now. So Sunday night, I do the Mobcast at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's where we come on and talk about whatever the fuck we feel like talking about. Anybody that feels like being on the Mobcast from our crew will come on at that time, and we'll talk about whatever the fuck we're talking about. Thursday night, which is the one coming up next, is the game show. So
Right.
if you want to win free games, come on Thursday night. Come play against us. If you win, you get free games. If you just want to talk and bullshit, whatever, come Sunday night, and we will talk about whatever the fuck happens to be on our minds at the time.
Not that it's really hard to win any of the games against us on the Thursday night show,
Well,
but
Yeah, we defend ourselves pretty good at Brawlhalla.
temporarily I'm doing raffles to give away a bunch of game keys that I want to get rid of. So for the moment, you can really easily get a bunch of games just by showing up, because I'm trying to get some game keys off of my list. But in the long run, the main thing is come out and play games against us and try to beat the shit out of us at games.
fair enough. Any other final thoughts that have nothing to do with Double or Dragon or 4? Anything at all?
Yes.
Follow us on social media.
Well, I was going to get to that, but any other final thoughts from you people? And then I'm going to tell them about the crap where they see all that. Anybody? Going once, going twice. Okay.
Double Dragon
So-
4, awesome.
Nope. That
my
was. I'm sorry you didn't make it in time. We're gonna have to throw you in the pit. So that is the show
Thanks,
for
Mark.
tonight. It is a little bit shorter than normal. We could just chain him up to Jabba the Hutt, but whatever.
I
No.
am getting into.
Well, then he would be around a
Thank you very much.
slave girl. We can't have
Thanks.
that.
Jabba the Hoot.
Well, I could. Well, I don't even want to go with that image, but everybody think of him in the slave Leia costume, and there is your problem. All your
Snap.
eating issues are
And
gone.
slave Leia.
There you go. So from
Lo-
all of us at Torchfork Mob to all of you out there, including the alt-right neo-Nazi piece of shit, thank you for joining us, you asshole. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. I think we have a Friendster, might have a Grokster, maybe a Kazaa
Adult
account.
friend finder.
Adult Friend Finder, Xtube and RedTube. Also, we
Ashley
might have
something?
something there. Ashley Madison, yes. I think we also might have I said RedTube already. Pornhub. We want to be sponsored
FNAF
by
the
Pornhub.
only one with a wife here, though?
Yeah, probably.
Double
But
Dragon
I still say we should go for that Pornhub sponsorship. I'm just saying. But from all of us at Torchfork Mob to all of you out there, if we don't get banned by next week, we'll see you next week or tomorrow or whatever. Go to sleep. By the way.
Have a good one.